Hello everyone, this is Sunnyma180. This is going to be my ASMR roleplay video of Camp Half-Blood. This is going to be my own OC characters that I have made. This is going to be going off, well, not exactly going off, but basically this is going to be after all of the book trilogies, starting a brand new story of my characters, basically, and I hope you guys like the video. Let's get started. Every day just sucked for you. You always had bad luck. You hated it so much. Every day was just bad luck for you and others. Wherever you go, it was just a big dark rain cloud gluing on everyone's good day. Literally. Last year, right when you were just walking past the vending machine near the hall of school, near the hall next to the bathroom to one of your classes, and it just randomly started to act up, making all the drinks shoot out at any of the students that passed by. A few even went to the nurse's office because one got socked in the eye with one, and one was hit by the shoulder, and one was even hit in the groin. Of course, you did not mean for any of this to happen. You were just bad luck, and you did not like having bad luck. You didn't have any control over it or anything. But you just had to roll with the punches. So you just had to go on with it. But today was the worst day of all. The day where it changed your life forever. It was on any other day, like a random day of school, of course, but this day was the worst of all. You were in class, just working on some homework, basically, because this was like break hours where people could do some of their own tutoring or finish up extra homework from other classes that students couldn't have the chance to do yet. And that's what you were doing, just working on your own homework, just minding your own business. But of course, there were other kids whispering behind you and near you in their own desks, telling them what were you gonna do next? What else was gonna happen when you walked right past them, they thought. What kind of bad luck was gonna happen today? Well, of course, no one ever thought to predicted this. A boy from your class, Jacob, walked up to you and said, "Hey, stop it! Stop doing this! Whatever you're doing, freak! Bad luck charm," he said. You just froze and just tried to be quiet, trying to ignore him. But he did not like that, so he pulled and yanked on your hair. You did not like that, so you just tried to grab your hair back, but he just slapped you. And you just tried to ignore him, even though the slap hurt. Tears welled up in your eyes, and you wanted him to stop bullying you. You wanted everyone to stop bullying you. People were just staring and laughing, saying that, yes, she fine, deserved that. She's so weird. She's bad luck. She's such a freak, everyone mumbled and thought. You just hated it. You just hated it so much. You just wanted them to stop. You wanted him to stop. You wanted him to stop forever. You wanted him so badly to stop. So much so that your mind started to darken as he kept on mouthing off and kept on saying, "Freak, freak, freak, loser, bad luck, bad luck." He kept on saying over and over again, and you just kept on saying in your head, "Stop it, stop, stop, just die, leave me alone, just die, 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 die." But then something happened as you thought that. He just collapsed down to the ground as everyone stared at you. He gone limp on the floor, eyes rolled back to his head. You turned around and saw what happened. You thought to yourself, did I just kill him? No, I couldn't have. Could I? You just froze, and you just stand up abruptly and just ran off, all the way out of the school, just out, just running, kept on running all the way back home and told your dad what happened. That you thought that you murdered someone. But of course your dad did understand because he has lived with your bad luck since the beginning. So he told you to grabbed all of your essentials and put them in a bag because he said that we're going somewhere where you could belong. Somewhere where there were people just like you. But you did not want that. You just wanted to disappear. But your dad said, just grab your stuff and go. Your dad immediately got a call from the school, but he just hanged up on them and just started to get the car ready. You walked over and put your bag into the car, just throwing it down on the other side as you sat down, getting yourself buckled and ready for the drive. You were wondering where you two were going, so while he was driving, you looked out at the window just watching the world pass by, seeing just a few buildings and small towns until you drove almost all the way into the woods, seeing a big woods clearing. Your dad just kept on driving, almost also off-road now, by almost thinking that you guys were now lost. So you spoke out, "Dad, are we lost?" And your dad said, "No, we're not. We're right where we need to be." You thought. You just looked around and see where we were. There was nothing just but woods. Dark woods. So you guys just kept on driving until Dad got pretty close to something, though you couldn't quite make out what it was. He opened up the door and told you to come out. You walked out grabbing your bag, but then you heard something coming close to you guys from behind. It sounded creepy. Almost something from a horror movie. You turned around and you saw a terrifying monster that was thrown right into you guys' car. You quickly ducked out as the car got crashed and smashed by the monster, and there were people that ran right towards you wearing yellow and orange shirts that had a sort of crest on it. They immediately started to fight the monster that was attacking them back, but your dad just shouted to you and said, "Run, run," as he pointed to a big, pointed to a big wood archway that you couldn't fully see, but you saw it, so you just started to run, as your dad just told you, keep on running, even though his voice was slowly starting to fade away. But you did not like what was going on. You were so confused and scared, completely terrified, but then you heard the worst of it. You heard your dad screaming. You quickly turned around, and you saw your dad being picked up by the monster. One of the students quickly chopped off the monster's arm, which made your dad get flung off and onto the floor, but the monster quickly charged and grabbed him with his mouth, and the monster quickly just disappeared into a puff of smoke. You just froze and just blood now running cold. You just start to run back to where your father said before. Just kept on running, 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 running. You just kept on running over and over again, hearing the sounds of your footsteps, running across the branches and leaves. After you kept on running, you finally saw something. The big wooden podium. It said Camp Half-Blood. You just kept on running until you stopped, seeing a big open campfire, and people talking, dancing, eating food. It was almost just like moments ago it didn't even happen, but it did. You just stared, confused, blood running, pulsing, your heart beating after what just happened. You just stared, looking down at the ground, panting heavily at what just happened, sweating down your forehead as tears start to come out. You just collapsed down to the floor and passed out. Okay, that is the end of, well, prologue or part one, I guess. So this is gonna be a series, obviously, if I have or have not mentioned that before. But yeah, I hope you liked part one of this video. I only have so much characters. I only have like 4, so I did actually thought something that I thought that might be cool if you guys maybe down below in the comments put down your own OC characters of Camp Half-Blood, just like a small maybe drawing, a character sheet of like their looks and their personality and which godly parent they have down below, and I will pick my favorites and I'll put them in the next video of this ASMR roleplay as characters for the next part, maybe. So yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys like, subscribe to this video, click on the bell icon to get notified every time I post a brand new video. I hope you all have a good day or night, and bye!